Hey BookTube, this is Friday Reads. I'm Jen and I talk about audiobooks while I freeze to death. It's probably because my hair is wet because I was in the pool earlier and it's cold outside. It's like 20 degrees and so I have a thermal underwear shirt, thermal shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, and then a jacket, and then a sweater on top of the jacket because I'm freezing. And yeah, my hair is wet because I was in the pool, and while I was in the pool, I was listening to my little swim iPod, and on that I have Beyond the Rising Tide. That's by Sarah Beard. It is narrated on audio by Dana Day and Zachary Weber, and it's YA, but I'm not sure what you call it. It's, well, here's what's happening in the plot. And you can tell me what this classifies out as in terms of genre. There's a guy named Kai, and he saw a girl on a surfboard one night, and she was drowning. So he saved her, but in the process, he drowned. So now she feels all this guilt about it. Her name is Avery. And so because he's dead now, he has a job in the afterlife of healing people. So he doesn't come to collect you when you're dead, but he does show up when you're mortally injured, and he heals you so that you can stay alive. So that's his job, but he sees this girl, Avery, and she is so wrecked over the fact that he died saving her, and she didn't even know who he was. And now she's just trying to move on with her life, and she has all this guilt, and he feels like, I need to heal that emotional damage that my saving her caused. Yeah. So he decides he wants to become corporeal and, you know, kind of have a relationship with her. And so he's breaking a whole lot of rules, afterlife rules, to do it. So, I don't know. It's not really a ghost story. It's not really, I don't know, what is it, urban fantasy? Is that what you would call it? I don't know. Whatever. But it's hard to put down, and I got probably an hour into it because it was really good. It was hard to put down. What's really been hard to put down is this one, and this is, I don't know if you can see that, The Fate of the Tearling by Erika Johansen. On audio, it is narrated by Polly Lee, and oh my gosh, she is brilliant. Erika Johansen is brilliant anyway, but Polly Lee is absolutely the perfect person to narrate this book. And this is book 3 in the Queen of the Tearling series, which is adult fantasy, and it jumps all over the place. I mean, sometimes it's fantasy, sometimes it's sci-fi, sometimes it's dystopian. You know, it just wants to be a lot of things, but it makes sense. And it's a really long book, and it's kind of winding up the whole end game. But it's so good. It's really hard to put down. And I keep thinking, oh, I'm going to run out of book. And then I look down and I've got like 5 more hours. Right now I have 3 hours and 54 minutes. So yeah. And I'm listening to this at 1.25 the speed. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to stretch it out. I have also been picking up books that I ordered at Book Outlet. And one of them is In a World Just Right. This is by Jen Brooks. And I am about halfway through it. It's about a 400-page book, and I'm on page 238. And this is about a boy who was on a plane with his mom and his dad and his sister and his aunt. The plane crashed in Boston Harbor, and 2 other people and he were the only survivors. So he was 8 years old, and he was in a coma for a long time. And so he didn't know quite how to cope with 3rd grade, or yeah, I guess it was 3rd grade he was in. So he created a world, and not in his own mind, but an actual alternate reality world that he could step out of this world into and into that one. And in that particular one, he was a superhero. So he has created worlds, 3 that we know of in here. And he kind of goes in and out of them. And the main one that he's always in, there's a girl who is named Kylie, and she's his girlfriend. And he spends a lot of time there. And he goes to school there a lot of the time. So when he's there, he can't be here in the real world. And the upshot of that is that he is missing a lot of credits in order to graduate. He's a senior in high school. And he can't graduate because he's been absent too many times. When in reality, he's actually been going to school in the other world. So really interesting premise there. Kylie is not his girlfriend in the real world. And the way this is going, man, I am guessing all over the place. Is he in a coma and it's all fictional worlds? Or is he actually jumping between worlds? Or is he dead? It's like, I can't figure it out. But it's good, and it's a long book. 400 plus pages. So yeah, it's not really a quick read, but it's good. It's keeping my attention, and for a print book to do that's saying something. So that is my weekend. Tell me what you're reading this weekend. Are you reading anything good? Any good romance? I would love to know. It is drab and dreary here, so perfect time to sit down with a hot cup of something. Hot chocolate, coffee, tea, I guess. I feel about tea drinkers like tea drinkers feel about coffee drinkers. Yeah, I am Lorelei Gilmore, like at 100%. So yeah, if it's hot, it's probably either hot chocolate or it's coffee for me. So yeah, perfect weekend to sit down and drink something hot and just curl up with a book and jacket upon sweater upon jacket with lots of, maybe like an Afghan or a Snuggie and a book or a set of earbuds. And any of those, it's the perfect time to do that. So anyway, unless you are down under, in which case I wish I was you. Because I hear it's like 80 degrees down there and beautiful and sunny, and I am longing for that. So anyway, let me know if that's where you are. And have a good weekend. And that's it for now for me. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.